You know, we're putting in this new pond here that's going to be a display pond in our tropical greenhouse, but I wanted to talk to you today about how to hide that liner on the edge of the pond. Now, the most common way that I see that people hide the excess liner whenever they're building a new pond is they just stack rocks over the top of it. They leave it long because you have to have a little bit of extra liner there just in case. But most people end up just filling this area with either river rock or stacking more stones up there. But what that ends up looking like is just a big ring of rocks all the way around the pond. But we don't want that. We want this pond to look natural. We want it to look vibrant. We want to have a lot of plant material there. And I'm going to show you what a unfinished edge looks like versus a finished edge, and how to get the desired look that you want that's going to look just incredible and natural and great. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off some of the excess liner. Once you have your stone and your water inside the pond, you pretty much know where your water level is going to be, and you don't need a foot or 2 feet of extra liner sticking out over the edge. So I'm going to cut this down to about 5 to 6 inches of extra liner. Now once I have that liner trimmed back, I'm going to take this excess and I'm just going to start rolling and folding it up until I get it nice and close to the rocks. Now what this is going to do is this is going to create a barrier between where you're planting plants and the water, because you don't want to have this liner so low that whenever you come and water your plants, you're going to be washing mulch and soil and leaves and debris down into the water. So you want to tuck it, get it low, and then once you get it down where you just have a little bit of lip, you can actually start filling these areas with gravel, river rock, and mulch in order to naturalize this edge. And then you're able to plant plants in here, and then in these types of pockets where you have areas behind the rocks, you can plant aquatic plants in here. And the advantage of doing that is it's going to naturalize that edge. You're not going to be able to see where your land starts and where the water starts. It's all just going to be melded together. It's going to look really, really nice. And I'm going to show you what that looks like over here on the other side of the pond. So the goal here is you don't want to be able to see any kind of liner at all. You know, we spent a lot of time building this pond. You want to make it look like it's been here. You want to make it look like it's natural and that it's just part of nature. So when you look at this edge, you don't see any liner. You don't see any electrical lines. You don't see any type of pipes or anything. All you see is nature, gravel, mulch, and plants. And so what we're going to do here is once that liner is tucked and folded down, we've put the gravel in here, we put our mulch in here, and we've planted our plants. And then on areas like this is where whenever we get more aquatic plants in, we're going to actually scoop some of this gravel out and plant our aquatic plants right here. These plants are going to fill in, start spilling into the water, and after a few months, it's going to look like this pond has been here forever. And what's really cool about putting some of your aquatic plants in behind the rocks is that your fish will not be able to eat the roots or mess with these plants at all. The roots are going to filter out through that gravel layer and into the stone, and they're going to actually start pulling nitrates out of the water, making your water healthier, and they're not going to interfere with the ecosystem of the pond at all. They're actually just going to be a great benefit and help you keep cleaner water. So remember, when you're doing your edge treatment on your ponds, don't just pile a bunch of rocks up there. Try and find a way to create a varied edge and make it look natural, and that way you're going to get the most enjoyment and beauty out of your pond.